Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So last time we left off on Janus, the Agar world, that I thought was going to be the least troublesome, and if this is indicative of what the other planets are going to be, we're in for a world of hurt, because what's happening here on the Agar world, Janus, is when we arrived, there was once again a revolt, and everyone was attacked. Once again, kind of reminiscent of Rykad Minor. And it was because the governor here supposedly is taking, secluding some of the, I wanted to say towns, but villages or camps or what have you, and making them essentially not able to pay their normal tithes is how it makes it sound, and instead making them pay in people. And then those people go and are never found from again, and she's doing experiments, if the rumors are to be believed. So we have a few people left to talk to. I kind of left that for this section because it sounded like this was going to be a long one. Then when I checked my journal here just to brush up on what was left, it said if I go back to the void ship, I can do a large-scale reconnaissance operation, so that might help as well. But we have like 3 more people to talk to, and it sounds like everyone who is not in her circle, and even some in the governor's circle, do not like her. So something is up. Something is very much up here. So I figured we would start with her tech priest, or whatever this guy's title technically is, Vinzilex. And then we would kind of search up here, then go down to Eurolet, and then Quint, and then just kind of go back to the void ship and see how things go. And go from there and see where things go. So Vinzilex. Draped in a red cloak, the Magos' body looks barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him into a whimsical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. The tech priest intermittently dictates something in Techna Linguista to the servo skull floating next to him, but at your approach, he falls silent and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Vinzilex. How may I serve? Pascal and the Lux Mechanic exchange trills of binaric greetings. A series of sounds issued by Vinzilex sounds much longer and more differential than those of Pascal. How are things with you and your fellows? The current situation on the planet is assessed as stable. The progress of the prospects is assessing as encouraging. What do you do on Janus? By order of Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of Adeptus Administratum in order to catalog agronomic data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Blessed be Tech Brother. Your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order, and bestows clarification of knowledge. I found this on the body of a dead rebel. Can you tell me anything about these specimens? Your blessing for examination, Magos. He waits respectfully until Pascal nods. Creeping creeweed, a typical plant on the Western Hemisphere. We have studied possibility of industrial cultivation, but the process was found to be inefficient due to specific requirements of the soil, which is found in the right composition only in the archipelagos of the planet. Interesting. That does tell me a little bit about where they might be, though. Tell me about Janus. Mold shapeless berries of a plant that grow outside Janus cultivated area were found among... Okay. Initializing report. The planet soil possesses unique composition suitable for re-engineering of the planet and mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production and processing logistic operation. Traces of xenoactivity that do not impose immediate threat of ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted which may pose threat in short term. What pathology? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship. harmless species that mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous. This is happening more and more often. If no action is taken, the ecosystem of the world will be irreparably disrupted. The changes may be artificial. Has the possibility be considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? Not at all, Venerable Miacidae. Our tech comrades from the Magos Biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with a thought of such militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. So how is the governor dealing with that? I have analyzed the genome affected by species and I am currently developing a superior genes to make the planet's organism more resistant to pathology. But so far I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up the process, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expedition that are not directly aimed at improving production. So there's traces of xenoactivity? According to data obtained during the initial survey, rune structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet, but I did not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must defer the quest for knowledge. He speaks the last words with distinct envy, his eyes fixed on the Magos Hanuman. So we might be able to get him that. Alright. So a little bit of information from this guy.
Let's seize the opportunity.
I think the next person... Yeah, Yurlet was right here.
Iliad Lenevus greets you, Elantark.
Oh, she talks. You're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am, Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
So why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rank and file of rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Oh, what do you know about that? Awareness task succeeded. Yulit's face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she is choosing her words carefully. You're not a mutant.
I have met souls like you before. You travel a path that offers you enlightenment. A rare gift among your limited kind.
Because they said that she was a mutant and she's not.
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
To be honest, the only part I understood was that you have no desire to fight. That's one thing we have in common.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
A few reasons. What do you know about the uprisings on the planet?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
Not particularly helpful.
But you are not asking for help, Elantark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
Does she have a last sniper rifle? That's kind of cool. If you want, you can join me. None of the locals would dare say anything in the rogue trader's presence.
So be it. I will go with you.
That's kind of cool.
I am ready, Elantark. Let us go forth.
Yurlet is a Xenos, one of the Asuryani. She is a ranger who will follow the path of the outcast, and her skills in range combat are without equal. She does not use human weapons and can wear either Eldari or armor, or if she learns the required feature, Darkiri armor. Her unique ability instantly ends her turn. However, at the start of her next turn, she will make an attack that always hits the target. Okay. Oh, now I have to get rid of someone. This is a hard choice. I suppose... I don't even know her skills is the thing right now. I suppose I can try to go without Cassia. She has an 80 in awareness and 80 in lore Xenos. That's kind of nice. She's also an operative, so holy hell, I have 3 operatives. So she can't go into Overseer. So in my sights here, ends her turn at the start of her next, excluding extra turns. If possible, she makes an attack that cannot miss and does not count towards her attack limit. That's kind of cool. She's kind of built like me. In my sight, only costs 1 AP. During vulnerability scan, the weak point never appears at the opposite side of a voidship. Oh, that's flagship stuff, okay. So I'm curious, what does she use as a weapon? Eldari long rifle, last sniper rifle, so it's 20 to 23 damage. It's not bad. I'm not sure what I can put on her that's going to be all too useful, but eh. And I think she'd be really good as a bounty hunter too, but the problem is I already have bounty hunter. I don't think assassin would go too well, nor would grand strategist based on what I saw from that, or executioner. So I guess we'll just go bounty hunter on her as well. And she's going to claim the bounty, just like me. But I think I'm going to take expert finesse with her, so whenever she takes out an enemy that's difficulty 4 or higher, she immediately reloads the weapon and attacks the enemy closest to her line of sight, and gains 50% over penetration, but only deals 26% damage. And she gets Wild Hunt, and we're good. Alright. Well, I guess we didn't talk to her for the rest of this stuff unless... No, I don't think we can talk to her now that she's in the party. There was like one final person down here. A little bit more down. Quint. Man wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate while his query wearing of mechanical arms. Your lordship, what an honor it is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself, Attilus Quint, Prefectus of the official Agriculture. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. What are your duties here? I oversee the administrative apparatus on the planet, serve as secretary. I am also responsible for logistics replayed for supplying the planets on Von Valencia's dynasty and the timely payment of tithes. When did the collector ships last come? I must confess that I have yet not had the pleasure of filling out a sacred tithe protocol form. Last Imperial ships come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the logisticians responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads. Speaking of the Von Valencia's dynasty, when were the last shipments sent? Supplies are all in order, foodstuffs and other items ready for export and simply awaiting arrival of transport ships. However, given circumstances, Janus could not even provide one tranche more than what's already prepared. Okay. What do you know about the attack? A disgraceful incident, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would simply dare to come so close, drag nobility into this as well. If they penetrated this state, that means they had help from some worthless servant or other. Security is a questioning of survivors, but culprit has yet to be found. What do you think of the governor, Viet? She's a superb leader. She possesses excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I do speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork with such finesse cannot be a bad person. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything out of him, I think. Oh, there's loot over here.
Uncover my path.
Warp conductive frame. Cyber Raven gains 20 willpower, 50% max wounds. Huh. Well, I'm gonna go back to my void ship. There we go, it's over here. I went the wrong way. Because I can do a scan or some such. Where's the shuttle? There's the shuttle. Okay, Janus. Search operation. Report on the operation to ruthlessly eradicate the underground traders to the Imperium on the agri-world Janus by his... Wait, what? Report on the operation to ruthlessly eradicate the underground traders to the Imperium on the agri-world Janus. By his grace, the leadership and the general command of the operation were taken by the rogue trader Miacidae of the glorious house of von Valencius. Awareness test succeeded. Beyond the undoubted competence of the blessed Lord Captain, there was another reason for this decision, namely evidence of disloyalty within the governor via its retinue. Briefing summary. Subversive activity of the enemies of humanity was detected on planet Janus. Their insidious propaganda led dissipation among the Imperium subjects, which as a result led the peasants to sympathize with the rebellious sentiments. By permitting unrest to take root in her dominion, Governor Viat discredited herself. In light of this, crude methods she used to repress the rebellion were called into question, as was her staff. The might and authority of the noble Lord Captain, however, were to facilitate an end to the conflict, though this entailed the use of the rogue trader's personal resources. The well-being of Janus was dependent on the success of each stage of the operation. A single misstep could have undermined the security of this valuable colony and consequently dealt a blow to prosperity of the Protectorate. Okay, Phase 1. Well, I have a dogmatic follower, so hold planet-wide prayer services. Urban eradication. This first step in struggle against the insurrections was to drive out the cells' capital major city. Oh, I don't like this at all. Can I go back? This is not what I thought it was. This is not what I thought it was at all. This is not what I thought it was at all. I wanted to side with them, not eradicate them. Did I just not read that properly? Agri-world Janus is a key source of food for our planets in the von Valencius Protectorate. The rogue traders should do everything impossible to reintegrate the planet into the Koronus Expanse, the economy quickly. A Vox recording of the rebels' conversation make it possible to launch a large-scale reconnaissance operation. The rogue trader must return to the ship to re-engage its systems in the search. Additional information about the rebels causing unrest will narrow down the search for the rebels' base and speed up the process of pacifying local populace. I don't want to pacify them, though. So it looks like if I'm not entirely sure why things are this way, but it looks like if I go back to my void ship, I, like, annihilate them. So I gotta investigate here more, and I can't actually go out and look for them. So I guess I just gotta keep talking to these people. So tell me about Janus. What's happening to the planet? Alas, your lordship, rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. Rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging service work. Few nobles have been killed, and worst of all, some victims occupied important administrative posts. That's not the most important part. Really not. Until replacements pass their checks, complete all introduction forms, go through official appointments and procedures, important paperwork unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. Whoop-de-doo. If things continue in this vein, I dare not imagine what could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. generations, your lordship. Like that damaged planet in the Nameless Star, so close to our own system, the inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of Lord Winterscale. I shudder to think what he has created there. I want to know details. Where have the rebels struck and how? So, unending war rumor. I'll have to read that after because I can't check the journal in here. Of course, I'd be delighted to furnish you with all that information. I have. In the past few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Sectors 3 and 5, transport routes 2, 7, 4, 13, and also, I suppose this will not tell you much, please. With a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons on a data screen and 3-dimensional map. Coordinates with an attack appears on your cognitor. Logic. Data is superbly collocated. The map clearly displays the attack actions of the rebels. At first glance, there is no logic to their campaign, but after analyzing data and the features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating geographical pattern of their attacks. Who's directing the rebels? Does anyone know? The rebels are well armed and trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that their instigators of the rebellion are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. My ordinators are going through registration records day and night, looking for individuals who have completed military training, but so far we have been unable to identify the scoundrel. So what are we doing to combat them? Our security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy, but they keep appearing. My scribes have been running off their feet, keeping records of all the public hearings and execution, but I'm confident that the governor will find a solution. I'm not. So what did you think about the governor's helper, Gearlet? A highly exceptional individual. After today's regretful event, I'm beginning to hold her talents in particular esteem. Verily, even mutants who have seen the light of the God Emperor can faithfully serve his flock. Moreover, Gearlet's particular abilities can be interesting subjects for the Magos biologist. The elongated head shape, those eyes, judging by the skulls given to me on the scent footfall, such developmental abnormalities on Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. What did you say? Oh, madam, have my words upset you? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make pretty presse-papier out of his remains. And besides, I could be wrong about the nature of his origins. What skulls are you talking about? A most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging a nearby container, he draws out a parcel which he immediately unwraps. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under current circumstances, I doubt I will be able to send it to Footfall anytime soon. Yarlet stares at the skull in silence. You can see her jaw working under her delicate skin. After a few seconds, she turns away. Adequately preserved. It is a pity that it is empty inside. Could have been a proper servo skull, Herald, for the rogue trader. Unorthodox. So they're giving Xeno skulls, essentially. Or it's the mutant skulls that they're giving away, is essentially what I'm getting here. Part of me wants to smash it, but I think that might piss the Yarlet off more. Remove that from my sight. Oh yes, of course. He hurriedly returns the skull to his container. So they're definitely giving the mutant skulls away. Okay.
I tread a path unexplored.
Let's see, who else can we return to? Voidship, maintenance room, mansion. We can go over here possibly, right? Lower Imperium, but nothing really over here. Maybe we can talk to the biologist again and get some more. Otherwise, I have to go back in and talk to more people. All we can do is ask about the Adeptus Mechanicus here. 253 people of his people are there, but that doesn't tell us much. So I guess back into the mansion and see what we can do. Because I thought we would be going to one of the bases for the rebels, and that doesn't seem to be the case. They're not letting us out of this at all. Well, let me talk to the people in here. My entourage will accompany me. I wonder if I would get different dialogue if I went in here alone. I'll try that next, if I don't get what I want this time. Okay. There's a few different things here. The tech priest mentioned ruins belonging to the Xenos. I know what you're referring to. Strange structures of an unknown material. For the prevention of any unfortunate accidents, I declared the area out of bounds for all. Some things are better left under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of even enlightened minds of the adeptus mechanicus. I really do think that should have been explored. You neglected to mention strange changes among the planet's flora and fauna. Magos Vinzelix is a very wise man, but fixated on evolutionary processes seems a little extreme to me. No. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, mountains raised across half the planet. It's no surprise that we are still noticing consequences of those changes. That can just be evolution, and you need to... It's possible that planet mutations are connected to waste runoff from harvesting equipment, which you need to study, and changes in wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of cultivated area. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? No, I'm surprised by your stupidity on the topic. Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Janus, and this plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Viet bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planet engineering and its consequences. And it sounds to me like you're being very stupid about it. Because you're not letting the Magos really do much about it. Rumors have reached me about oddities among the Janus population. I don't deny it, some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, a recent one of the noble families of Janus has taken on a difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, it involves introducing experimental supplements in their food and mental conditioning in the monitored settlements. Do they know about this? Sometimes procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers from side effects. Specialists of the Graves family would be better placed to inform you on this topic, but at last they are engaged in the field. So let me go talk to them. You're not giving me many options here to help you with this. And I know you're forcing settlements to pay their tithes in human bodies. What? Really? You speak as if you actually believe the claims of the wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay tithes in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlements, which have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food. Listen to her wording there. Reducing the burden. She's saying exactly what I just said in a different way. I really don't like her. And I'm gathering the worst affected subjects who are no longer capable of work for further study, some of which my circle would call such concern for the underclass a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Then why does no one ever see them again once they go into these rooms? So tell me about Janus. Anything. I'm just gonna go through this. Pause it if you need it. I really don't like her. Okay. Even for an agri world in the back of the beyond, this place is a real dump. What do you do for fun when you have free time, that is? If you're asking about those in our circle, let me assure you there are enough noble families on the world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests. Your lordship and my servants are arrange suitable arrangements. What are those arrangements? From parlor concerts to private executions of traitors who break the imperial law. I don't think that's right. What do you grow on Janus? Mainly Helican, flint, corn, and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere, we have land for Grok's population. I cannot fail to mention several thousand acres of tilled land given to our cultivation fermentable fruit. Okay. Who's the person standing next to? Can we talk to her more? No. Okay, what happens if I go in alone? Because I'm not getting the answers I want. Actually, I don't want to waste time right now. That's what she's doing, is wasting my time. But I'm going to go in alone now, see if there's anything else. It does not change what she says. Okay. I'm assuming, like, talking to any of these people doesn't give us anything. I want to see something here quick. I was a party member down. We're bringing Cabela back in. It's not letting me go out there. You know, why can't I go out? You'd think it would let me leave to explore for the rebels. And talk to them. Oh, there's a commerce thing here.
I beg your pardon.
Wait a moment, a Miacidae. Let's go grab Cabela for that one. Because there's a Miacidae in that water. I'm not sure that's going to give me a hint or not. As you once sought my help, I am now seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I've hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler. I know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way on the condition that you bring me to them. Better late than never. Show me the way. I'm hoping she doesn't take them out, but we'll see what happens. Is this anything new? No. So I'm not sure why it didn't show me this before. But I'll take it.
Let's seize the opportunity.
I considered these forests my home for a time, but I still feel myself a stranger here.
We'll take the athletics. Go down here really quick. I'm sure there's loot or something.
Nothing matters more.
Oh yeah, there's enemies. Hi, rebels. I actually kind of wanted to talk with you, but it looks like I'm going to have to fight you. Hi, guys. How you doing?
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me. Crush him!
I just wanted to talk. Lower your weapons. See? She wants to talk too. Oh, these guys only have a few health. We're gonna rip them apart. If I have her go there, I think she can lidless stare these guys. I do not want to be hiding behind the explosive barrels. I can actually put myself here and have a view of almost everyone. The new chick who I forget the name of already can do this same exact thing. Yarlet. Pascal. You and Mr. Eagle. you right here for now, and you have a good view on most of the field, and you can shoot the eagle at them. Abelard just go there, and Argenta go up forward. Alright, let's go. Well, that actually makes it harder to do wanted, but I can little stare these guys.
Afraid not. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Then, I'm not sure I'm gonna get the. I can get the rear up here, so they get more crit rate with my snipers. Backline on you.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then we can do front line right here so everyone takes more damage. And then I can do bring it down. Let's go on. Let's do Yarlet. I can't hit Yarlet or even the main character. So Pascal. So let's do Soaring Strafe. I can hit these three. That's 1 down, 2 down. Then we obstruct vision. Trying to see who might be able to be hit by this and shoot an ally. Heavily armed rebel I can't hit. I suppose we'll go for the rebel right here, the cutthroat rebel. And if he goes down, he goes down. Good birdie. Who's a good birdie? And we can do single shot and take out. It's not even giving me a % chance. It's just going, this rebel goes down. Oh, that's because he's not in line of sight. You know what? We'll just take out the rebel in front of him. Plasma single shot. He's down. Alright, Cassia, you did your job.
Perish for this affront.
Here we go.
Oh, do you really want to get close to Abelard? That's not a good idea. He's gonna parry that. He didn't parry that. I was gonna say he's gonna parry that, and he's gonna hit you back, and then you're gonna have a bad day. Alright, main character. It's only a tier 1, right? Is there any tier 4s in sight, or tier 3s? There is. But you know what? Let's just reduce numbers for now. So claim bounty, hit the rebel right here.
What a satisfying demise.
Then precise attack. We'll do perfect spot. And then surprised we don't have a better hit rate at this rebel right there, but down he goes anyway.
Out of my way.
Oh, they have a combat servitor with what looks like a minigun on him, or maybe a flamer.
Hold on.
I swear that sounds like the orc from World of Warcraft. The peon. All done. Work's done. Need more gold. Oh, he has a Melta. Okay, this went from bad to worse.
Will be swift.
So she needs to move because of that gas cloud. So let's go to like right here.
Just designate a target.
Let's get the diversionist rebel down. Okay, how do we want to do that? Oh, she doesn't have that up damage that I'm used to from Surefire Plan, but that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to hunt down prey. For the tier 3, that'll get us the extra crit once he goes down. We have a 95 to hit him, right? Okay, so I don't need to do precise attack. So what we're going to do is, if I analyze into claim bounty into single shot into maybe in my sight, he goes down. Let me analyze him.
This tedium is beneath me.
Wow, this gun has 10 shots. That's kind of nice.
I am not your Zeus pet, monkey.
Yeah, we can do in my sight. Awesome.
If I must.
Alright. Pascal, how do we want to do this? Heavily armed rebel. I do soaring.
The order is contrary to dogmatic.
Really not in sight, okay. Sharpshooter rebel, though. I was hoping that might be at an angle to hit someone else, but that's fine. Then we can do strafe. Hit the Ripper Rebel down there. Take out these two Rippers. Just one, maybe. We're gonna Machine Spirit Communion, not shooting with... Actually, we get the... I always forget about this, but... Pascal has... What is it? Filtering protocols? Whenever he uses Melta or Plasma weapons for the first time around, he gains +1 AP. So if I do a single shot, that's 1 AP just to use it. He gets this back.
Significant value.
That was the first time in the round. I thought I would get that back, so I can't Machine Spirit Communion. Okay. Never mind. Well,
My competencies are not that.
just so we can take that sharpshooter out faster. I was going to Machine Spirit Communion just so less recoil on Argenta here. Ooh, we're going to bring this guy down.
Guided by faith.
Concentrated fire. Actually, first Furious
Faith
Recital.
without deeds is worthless.
Then concentrated fire, so we do extra damage,
The Emperor
more dodge
commands,
reduction.
I act.
Then burst fire. It's only 40% chance to hit him, really. Yeah.
Doubt is for the weak.
Only got him a few times. Okay, Abelard. Charge. Yeah, charge the Ripper down there. Defensive stance. Endure.
Be done.
Yeah, your shield bop takes him down. So I want you taunting all of them. Once you move like right here, maybe.
I will do my duty.
Then shield bop him. Take him down. Cassia, take aim on the main character.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Voice of command him.
Is this a job for the serfs?
Air of authority.
I
That way he
am
gets
a
an extra
navigator,
AP.
Not a servitor.
Bring it down. That way I have 3 AP to do what I need to do. Okay. Heavily armed rebel's gonna be prey.
Triumph.
Claim bounty on him.
Purpose guides what a satisfying
Got a crit, he is down.
eyes.
4 AP. Let's see here. Take out the diversionist rebel, who is prey. Oh no, I can't. Suppose the cutthroat rebel right here. Or no, we'll take out the one right here because Pascal can probably get the rebel behind the
I
cover.
will triumph a blood-soaked tribute.
Then 3 AP left. What do we want to do? I can't. Oh, I can see you, so we'll analyze.
Guidance.
Then make him prey.
Closer.
Just get an extra attack. We'll wild hunt him.
Destiny reshaped. What a satisfying
There we go.
demise.
Still have 2 AP that I feel like I'm wasting, but I can't really do too much else.
I will
Reloading.
triumph.
Pop him.
Blood-soaked tribute.
Combat servitor, what you gonna do? Oh, he has a Melta as well. Good to dodge there though, Abelard. That actually would have hurt. Parry and attack back. I love that. I love that so much. Go Abelard, go.
I took care of this one.
Scared yet?
Let's get to it.
Oh, that was your let's attack. Right. Okay. So we can claim the bounty.
I'm not your seat. Another soul
Because we took him out, I
slips
think we get
beyond
an
the
extra
veil.
shot. Oh, that's not how that works. Okay. Well. You let move here. I think you can hit more people. Yeah.
I
Still take out the
understand
rebel.
your- Hear you moving. No more.
Then just in case we don't take out the
If it
combat
serves
servitor.
your cause.
Pascal. We are going to need to take out the sharpshooter over there.
Advancing.
Then communion on everyone here.
Messiah knows.
That way I can burst fire the sharpshooter. Can the birdie get to it? No. Stupid idea. Stupid idea does not work. I was hoping to strafe through it. But in that case... Scorching. Go, go, go. Oh, it did the area attack with... That's the lowest AP attack on the combat servitor, really? And then we'll just analyze him.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay, Argenta.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Really can't hit him. Okay. We got a 63 to hit the combat servitor, so I'm going to do that. We're also going to do concentrated fire.
I act. I was chosen.
I thought that would have done more, but okay. And we'll do steady superiority, so I get an extra attack at free AP. I mean, extra 15 damage is extra 15 damage.
Nothing.
Ablard, if you would, charge.
It will be done.
Man, he has some armor. Defensive stance. Endure just in case. Brace for impact. And then you got this, bud. Alright, Cassia, go up there. Then give Yarlet some extra actions.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And looks like we can only hit the servitor, but that's fine. 22 damage is 22 damage, 38 with the crit. Then we can do claim the bounty. Can I hit anyone from here? No.
Sow the
I gotta get
seeds
down.
of discord.
Oh, he was trying to run away so he could probably hit with the Melta, huh? Surprised that's all Abelard took. With her, we are going to... Oh, we're going to need to reload. So that's 3. Claim the bounty just because. Shoot at him. Reload. Pascal, if you would move forward, please.
Forward.
Obstruct vision. Send him this way. Really hoping that Melta goes somewhere else. Nope. Can we hit? No, that's too far away now. So analyze enemy. Then screw it, overcharge. And Argenta. So hit the rebel sharpshooter.
I'll do it.
First fire that guy. He's down.
It's a prayer.
We are going to run and gun.
Deeds is worthless.
So we can go here.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Maybe we can knock him down?
This is unacceptable.
I thought that was going to be a free attack now. Because every action should be...
My
Whatever.
place is at the fore.
I thought that was going to be a 0 AP action. Defensive stance.
Someone else can do this.
He is bleeding, so he should go down like no matter what, but I think we're good. I can't see anything. There's a rock in my way. Stop, my kin, it's me. So they are her kin. So there's 3 more enemies. They came in from over here. Eldari Guardians. Ooh. Air Authority. You're lit. I don't think I can give her
Not.
voice of command, but I can give her
I am a
the extra
navigator,
action.
not a servitor.
So she can hit up here. We'll hit the one with the last gun, I think it is. Tier 4, yeah. We'll hit this one.
I understand your
Then claim the bounty, even though I should put a bounty on it.
With my hands.
Isha.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Then... I'm supposing Littlest won't do anything up there. Just end her turn for now. Nice looking sword on that. Fancy chainsword. Gonna move here.
And conquer.
Hunt down prey. Analyze. Surefire your plan. Just a little bit extra damage.
I will.
Shot one. Fair. Surefire your plan. Precision.
One step closer.
Claim my bounty.
Purpose guide me.
The Othercide condemns you.
And you're lit. Claim bounty.
Imperium is beneath. I hear you moving. No more.
Earlet's usually dispassionate face is contorted by a grimace of pain and rage. I swear on Cain's riven heart, Muran, you will pay for your treachery. May Moray Heg sunder your fate and cast it away. May the blood of Eldanesh flood your throat. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I promise I'll gladly help you pour the cup of suffering down their throat. She closes her eyes, sucks in a deep breath through her teeth, and quickly murmurs something. When she opens her eyes, her face is once again a mask of cool serenity. She looks at you and begins to speak, this time in low Gothic. Please excuse me. I allowed the turmoil in my soul to win out over my reason. A slip like that could cost me more than you can even imagine. My very soul. I must be more careful, even in face of treachery. Who is Mur and what's the treachery? Muran is the one responsible for the rebellions on the ruler of Janus, but allow me to tell you everything from the beginning. We call ourselves the children of the Assyrian. Eldari is another name of ours. We are the echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet that you call Janus is one such maiden world. The Liliathan, a haven that our ancestors made for their kin. For many millennia, only the shadows of our ancestors lived among the ruins, until you humans came here. We are their heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the Maiden World our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. We belonged to a craft world, Krudark, which fell on the border of the Star region. Only the providence of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls perish amongst the stardust, along with our abode. Destroying our Eldari craft world is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake this hand of whoever did it. Which border exactly? You don't need to know that, Iron Monkey. I'm aware of your looting practices. After the calamity, the Liliathan offered my kin's sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors, under the canopy of forest created by the wisdom of world singers, living alongside your kind, who reap the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. Why did your kin attack you? I know not the answer to that question. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests, and my kin, they cannot have forgotten me, can they? Your kind came to Janus along with the rest of the Eldari? No, my path brought me to the Liliathan later, by another route. It was Muaran who welcomed me here. He was one of the surviving Farseers of the Crudark. He was with a handful of Azuriani who escaped death and found path here. To the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw how many monkey had ravaged our flourishing garden. So, how are you connected to the uprising on the planet? The Assyrian do not enter battles they cannot win. However, it is in our power to direct the currents so that the elements themselves wash obstacles and enemies from our path. And so it was in this case. Murian, the Farseer from Cruadoc, saw a future without the monkey. This is the tech priest, right? Oh. A word by the Eldari to refer to any species they deem inferior. Not just the tech priest. I just thought that was the tech priest because that's how they refer to him. And we followed his lead. We simply used the monkeys' passions against them, their love for freedom and anarchy, their love for dominion and violence. Stoking enmity between the servants and rulers is easier when your targets are governed by emotion rather than reason. My kin became military advisors to the monkey who rose up against the ruler of this world. I had a different mission, to become Vistenza's handler, since the rebels would be unable to get her until both sides were sufficiently weakened. The ruler of the humans had never seen a child of Assyrian before, and so she accepted the lie about a degenerate branch of monkey dwelling far from their own kind. So why are you telling me this? What's brought this candor? Your arrival has thrown my paths into disarray and lifted the veil on the truth that has been hidden from me. While I was shadowing the humans' ruler, I failed to see the signs. Signs that there was another threat looming over the Liliathan besides the monkey's deeds. The threat that should be familiar to you as it is to other species in the galaxy. We call it Silanthrush? Silanthrush, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos. She who thirsts is named the Eldari's Slaanesh. Okay. Eldari word for Slaanesh. Their ultimate enemy. The Slaanesh is god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasures, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. Disfigurements, it seems you call these mutations, are the surest sign of this threat. By mutating living forms, this malevolent power subjugates them and bends them to its will. You've seen the deformities in the faces of those who are closer to Liliathan's body than others. They're able to hide under the canopy of these forests. Signs have been revealed to me. They indicate the presence of the corruption of this world. If this is supposed to be the world that is like in the least trouble, what are the others going to be like? Tendrils of corruption may be threading through the world spirit, poisoning it even as we speak, but for corruption to take hold of the planet so quickly requires effort directed by the will of another. I believe Viat is the thrall of the will of Slaanesh. What? Viat, the governor who has duly served Dynasty and Imperium for decades? I hope you will not stand for such scandalous slander aimed at one of your finest servants. I've been suspecting her, Abelard. As lamentable as it may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the Creed were turned away from his light. Governor Viat had to tap many fonts of knowledge to turn Janus into a prosperous agri-world. Perhaps one of these fonts became her undoing. If she is to blame, why haven't you gone to the palace and offed her already? There is only one crime, graver than serving Slaanesh. It is betraying the children of the Assyrian for her benefit. Murian saw the paths that he could behold her future. How could he not see the dark stain on its face? How could he fail to do everything in his power to rid Liliathan of this canker? Before I rip this poison seed from Lillian's body, I will make Murian answer me. Okay. So that doesn't answer why Yerlet hasn't gone to deal with the governor, but I think it's because she didn't see it and the Farseer didn't either. Or he didn't want to. I don't trust her, the governor, so Maybe she is tainted from consorting with the archenemy. We will have to find out for ourselves. Perhaps the signs I've uncovered have failed to convince you. I pray the gods have other proof, something more comprehensible to you will emerge from to sway your opinion. Slaanesh is deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into her web with the promises of wicked ideal. The ruler of the Monkey perhaps does not even know that her soul has been corrupted. Why would a handful of Xenos go to war with the whole planet? You can't kill everyone. You struggle to understand the children of the Assyrian, and I do not blame you for that. We are too different. Monkey walk blindly into the future. We choose a path guided by our Farseers. Krudark was the birthplace of powerful watchers of things to come. Our leaders were selected from among their ranks, and their word was set in stone, unshakable like the universe itself. Murran, our leader here, is in that group. The children of Assyrian are subject to his will, and his subject is to the will of his visions. He saw the Lilithian in a vision, suffering and crying out to be cleansed, and we did everything we could to rid the maiden world of the Monkey. Our lives, our desires, all of that is dust compared to the light of the path he has chosen for us. At least that is what my kin believe. I used to believe it too until recently. Well, if we want to meet with the leaders, we better keep moving. I want to know what weapons they had. So there is a shuriken catapult. It's a two-handed exotic. That's the rifle they had. Rate of fire 8, range of 9. So it can be a kind of good burst fire weapon. Ranger armor. So that could be good for her, I think. Actually, that is what she has. There's an Eldari chainsword. I don't think that anyone here can use that. Doesn't even look that good, to be honest. And then there's a Melta gun. Let's go. How is that compared to the plasma gun? Rate of fire 1. It only has a range of 3, but it has an armor pen of 50%. It does have an area attack rather than a single shot, but single shot is 2 AP. The max ammo is 4. So in a longer fight, the Melta gun is going to suck. I have an idea for it, though. Okay. And then all this is just junk. Yeah. Okay.
The world
Over there.
will bow.
And then there was other stuff around here. Some goods right here. That's just cargo. Some goods over here. It's just cargo. Ooh. Wrath of the Meek for the Cyber Mastiff. So once, I'm assuming I get Solomorn, I'll have a few different things to maybe equip him with. There was a sniper right here and some Lore Xeno stuff. Marksman rifle. This is exactly what I'm using. Last gun is kind of meh. Carapace chainmail is junk.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
More cargo. That's just a last gun. Just trying to go everywhere here so that we can try to, like, find all the goods. More cargo.
Intriguing.
Not sure how I'm supposed to get over the... probably athletics from over there. Okay. That's not what I was trying to get to, though. Okay. Come on, people. Let's move. And then... this little section. So I saw stuff over here. I thought. Well, it looks like I can go one of two ways. Not sure if I'm supposed to go down here or up here, and I probably want to do both. But I had an idea here with Pascal. I'm going to take his Omnissiah axe off. And we're going to give him the Meltagun.
Request denied.
Shame. Does he have to have?
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
A melee weapon there, or can he have...
Cogitation failed.
Yeah, okay. So, it looks like he has to have a two-handed and then a one-handed. Shame. I really wanted to give him the Melta weapon in this. So he can have two-handed weapons, just one has to be melee, one has to be ranged or something like that, it looks like. So I was hoping I could have the Melta in one hand, the Plasma in the other. The Plasma has more range, the Melta has more damage. It's just, I foresee myself not being able to do a lot with the Melta. So, now that I know what the Melta does... Oh, I can give her the Wanderer's Portent. For now. I didn't get any extra armor here, right? Like, no one can equip any of this. Why is this special? Eldari equipment, once again. Well, fine, she can have that. Alright. Then let's get rid of that injury.
The Imperium. This wound will make a fine scar.
I must. Thank you.
We can put on a new med kit. And then we'll continue from here next time, I think. Just now that we're in the... more or less... There's a... safe right here.
Stop. There.
More or less the wilds of this place.
I better myself through my service.
Embrace
We can't-
true power.
We can, kind of go explore, try to get to the Eldari, more or less, of this,
Never doubt me. Nothing escapes my sight.
and, see what we can get out of them,
The Emperor favors me today.
and, see if I can,
My success
more or
is
less,
irrefutable certainty.
get anywhere on Janus. 5 agility and 10 athletics. That would be for, Kabila. Anyway, so I suppose that'll be it for this time, and we'll see what we can do about, Janus and Slaanesh being in here, possibly.
You really believe your god is sitting somewhere on a throne of gold, watching over you?
No.
Not over me. The God Emperor cares for all his worthy daughters and sons. But a Xenos like you can hardly be expected to grasp the purity of human faith.
So I suppose that'll be it for this time. Like, comment,
What deeds
subscribe,
await
all
us?
that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I will... Wait, that was the Lord Xenos. I thought that was something else.
Look no further.
And as always, wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please,
Medicine.
have a good one.